What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't talked to you guys in a while because I wanted to give you guys a health update, and I actually just got a doctor's appointment today in order to talk about some of the results from the test that I had gotten a couple weeks ago. So if you weren't familiar, over the last couple months I actually got a doctor from SteadyMD, which is this online doctor place. I don't know what to call it, but my sister told me about it because her doctor was also through SteadyMD, and my sister actually got diagnosed with SIBO and has been working to cure that over the last year or so. And so she was telling me how great her doctor was because he does a lot of functional medicine, and so I have been having gut issues for a really long time. My stomach is always bloated. I've been dealing with tons of weight gain. I had some hair loss and hair thinning, and I thought I might have hypothyroidism. So you guys might have remembered from when I did get tested, after talking to my doctor, we tested my thyroid right away and I ended up not having hypothyroidism. So that was all fine and dandy. We did find out that my vitamin D levels were very, very low. So they were down at 18, I believe. And they're supposed to be, in the 70 range. I think my goal is to get to 75. So he did put me on a liquid supplement, and I'll be taking that for the next 12 weeks. And I've been doing that for, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks now. And so yeah, I did find out that I have very low vitamin D, which also could have been leading to my hair loss and hair thinning. Any type of depression, nails, all that kind of stuff is all related to that because that's a hormone. Then he wanted to test me for something called H. pylori and for SIBO, and both of those things are bacteria overgrowths in your gut or small intestine. And I also found out that I had high cholesterol when I first got tested, so he wanted me to do another cholesterol test to find out if my cholesterol actually was really high or not. I was doing Whole30 over the month of January into the beginning of February, and you guys might know that if you were paying attention to my bento box lunches. And so I did finish the Whole30 February 6th. I ended up losing about 5 or so pounds from doing the Whole30, which I have gained back a couple pounds right away. I don't know what it is, but whatever is wrong with my body, I just cannot lose weight and keep it off at the moment. I did have a really good time doing the Whole30, and I did feel better. I had more energy, and I didn't feel like I struggled as much as I have before when doing Whole30. I did just get my results back from that updated cholesterol, and thankfully my cholesterol had gone from a 170 down to a 130. So he said that he does not think there's any problem. It's back in the normal ranges. So my doctor said that Whole30 worked really well in bringing my cholesterol down. I also tested negative for H. pylori, and that was just a breath test that I took at the lab. And so thankfully I don't have that, but I did test positive for SIBO. So that is what I have and is what is causing my gut issues. And when taking the SIBO test, this was just something that I could take at home. My doctor ended up ordering this breath SIBO test through something called Genova, I think. And so they sent it to me, and part of it was covered under my insurance. It came in these little test tubes, and you had to only eat specific things within 24 hours until you took the test. And then you had to take the test over a time span of 3 hours and breathe into these tubes. And so it was actually pretty not fun to take because I couldn't have coffee for 2 days, and I could only eat meat or something. Yeah, I think it was only meat and fat you could eat for 24 hours, and then you had to breathe into this tube. So I had to wake up really early before work and do it. It was not fun, but I'm glad that it was, I could do it from in my house. I didn't have to go anywhere. And then they already had the pre-label stamped on it, and so I just went and dropped it off at a UPS or FedEx box, and I think they got it within a day. It was an overnight type of delivery. So I got the results back from that, and yes, I am positive for that. I do have SIBO. So my doctor says that I'm going to get tested for some pancreatic, is that how you say it? Test of some sort to see if that is one of the root causes of the SIBO, because we don't know exactly what caused it. And so when this test comes back for my pancreas, it's going to determine if it's a lack of bile, if the food is having a really hard time digesting, which I feel that is the problem. I think that's why I bloat so much. I feel I constantly look 6 months pregnant. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm eating, what I'm doing, I just like cannot lose weight, and I always feel like so inflamed. And so I am getting antibiotics for this, and so I'm currently waiting to hear the price of one of them. I'm hoping it's covered through insurance because it is very expensive. And once I get like that other pancreatic test done and then get my antibiotics through CVS, then I'm going to be doing 2 weeks of antibiotics to see if I start feeling better. And it could be longer than that. Like, you really have to determine whether you're feeling better, and then you have to like fix the root cause of the issue, and I might have to go on some other supplements and stuff. But for right now, that's just like what we're working on, is like, you know, a very small part of a very large plan. And so supposedly I will feel better pretty soon after like the antibiotics. Like, it's not like months and months and months unless something is not right. So I am hoping that I do start feeling better, and I hope that things start kind of like getting on a roll. My doctor also put in a referral for a better fertility clinic than what I've gone to before, and so I actually have that scheduled for March 16th, and I'm very excited because I really want to figure out, I mean, like, we know what's wrong with us, or should I say like the issues, and I just felt like the last fertility clinic that we went to just wanted to take the money and like have us do IUIs, and they didn't really care about the process. And I had read up more about like Alvin having the like slow sperm, and there's actually like drugs that can help with that or help increase sperm quality, or things that he could do to help that. And our first fertility clinic like didn't even care about that. It was like they just wanted the money, and we still didn't get pregnant, and they like really didn't care about the process. So that's why I wanted to get a different referral and go to a different clinic, since that was almost 2 years ago that we got tested, and I want us to get it all retested and just figure out like if, you know, there is something that we can do to make our chances better, since we've been trying to get pregnant for 6 years, and 3 years ago I did have a miscarriage, and so yeah, I haven't been pregnant since then. So that is my health update. That is what is happening so far. If you've had SIBO before and like, you know, like what I should be expecting, you can definitely drop a comment down below to let me know, because I mean, my sister has it, so that's 2 of us in the family that have it now, but I really just don't understand like what would have caused it or what I could do, you know, to like heal it better, if that makes sense. Like, should I be eating something specific? Should I get tested for celiac? Like, I just don't know a lot of that stuff, which I mean, I could ask my doctor, but I just try and not like get too far ahead of myself in the moment. But yeah, so if you were wondering where I've been, what I've been doing, that's what I've been doing, plus working a lot. Obviously I've been working, but I should be having some more content coming out for you guys soon. I want to do a March meal planning content, and I've been doing so much amazing stuff with my budget, and so I cannot wait for all the budgeting videos that are coming. I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm stuffing my envelopes for March. I'm going to show you my February budget and what I actually spent on everything, how much I saved, how much I'm paying off in debt that month. I'm going to show you my cash envelope system and everything about that. So I'm really, really excited. I just have to have the time to put the videos up for you guys. But thanks for watching this video and listening to everything that's going on in my health update, and I'll see you guys very soon in another video. Bye everyone.